And shaboop, we are live. Oh my god, okay, McClover is here so we can start the stream.
Oh my god.
We're back with Allatour after a week of absence. It's been almost 2 weeks, I think, right?
We last played on the 31st, so...
It's been almost exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah. Because Drew had the
12
audacity to be a good son and visit his
I
family.
had
Wow.
to go
How
south.
dare you. Had to go down...
I had to go down south.
You go behind
Eastbound
enemy
down.
lines.
Loaded up, man.
Trucking.
southbound and down.
Yeah, but we are back.
Trucks. I've recently gotten into. She does these vlogs. She's like a trucker that trucks long haul between Canada and North America, and it's the most relaxing shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's like
As relaxing as Nosferatu ASMR.
Even more so.
Impossible.
I'm finding it. I'm
Impossible.
finding it. I'm finding it. My girl Josie B.
Josie B?
Josie B.
Wait, the Nosferatu-
I was already
Like
subscribed to her, and then this appeared to me one day. It was a wonderful surprise.
the Nosferatu ASMR.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in the rulebook optional server. I hope they
Okay, got it.
Hell yeah.
Got it.
ASMR Nosferatu shows you what's in his bag.
I simply must. I want you to bounce on it, crazy style.
What is your wife's Instagram?
Oh my god.
Oh, the bold rose.
I love this girl
Nice.
so much.
Wanted to get slammed down big style.
In the light of the wait, what is
you
that?
The bold rose.
You
lied. Just the pure fury and acting in his voices, he is barely holding back laughter.
Oh, just
It's
cackling
the
laughter?
most
Yeah.
cognitive dissonance I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen this movie. I need to see it so bad.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Okay.
Oh. Because we were also talking about Ravening War.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
the movie Ravening War?
The movie
Yeah.
Ravening War. Didn't you hear?
Didn't you hear?
I just finished Never Stop Blowing Up.
It's so good, isn't it?
It's so funny.
It's just
There.
it's comedy and
You
it's
hit him
wonderful.
and he starts pissing and he will never be able
He will
to
never
stop
stop.
pissing. All his clothes pop off, they land on you, his shirt is clean.
It's a game that is not shackled by any rules, any whatsoever.
Any whatsoever.
But speaking of rules and being shackled to them, is there anything else we want to get into before we start playing D&D? It's 8:15, so we do got to start soon.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
almost.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I love Kate. I love Kate.
Where are you in the... I love you too.
Dumb.
I love all of you.
Yeah, also, and the rest of you.
And you guys too.
I guess the rest of you are
Darby and
okay.
Ross, I love you. I love, and I love, and McClover, you're always here, and I love you.
I love you, McClover! Happy Valentine's Day,
Yeah,
McClover!
everyone get those Rubo hearts going.
Yeah.
Am I ever gonna be able to have a longer like emoji name than just Rubo? Because I kind of like
Nope.
I like Rubo.
I love
a lot.
Robo.
I love Rilbo.
We also gotta get a laundry emoji. Also, I gotta do my laundry in 30 minutes, so we'll see what happens then.
Don't worry, we'll remind you.
Oh, thank you. Excellent. Just start yelling out of character,
Yeah,
in character.
Yeah, in character.
Oh my god, it's taking over the goddamn screen. Okay. But with that, anything else before we hop in? Hell yeah.
Nice.
I just finished dinner, so there's a lot more where that came from.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
What'd you have?
Pizza.
hell yeah.
Nice.
I had chicken pot pie.
Mm.
What'd you have, Darby?
I had grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. And Moss, what'd you have?
I stir-fried some veggies and crisped some rice, and we had
Ooh.
tofu burgers with them.
Yup.
If you haven't, okay, everyone who is listening right now, get some water, feed yourself, go pop your hips, go stretch, go outside before 3 p.m. each day, and play D&D as much as you humanly can. You know, a good life.
That's the secret.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
All right.
This is true.
Then, we ready to hop in?
Yeah.
Yes!
Mhm.
Okay, yes. Yes, and yes. Then, with that, a deep and cleansing breath before we begin. Sound good?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gosh.
Okay, then, please join me. and everything after the breath is canon. And I gotta say, I love that ritual a lot. I love that we do that every time. Very centering. Locks us in from, it takes all the insanity and filters it, and it focuses it. However, the group right now of Les Jolies, as a quick recap from last time, is not focused. They are not on the same page. There is hostility among the group as they arrive at the Sealy capital. A spy master was revealed, and the Archfey, Sangaree, was met. Last we left off, the Archfey, Sangaree, had begrudgingly welcomed you all as honored guests in her castle, awaiting the Oopsie Daisies trial. She had left each of you to your own devices as she went to chastise her daughter, Spritz. You are all escorted deeper into the castle by Sealy Knights, and given you have chosen to bunk together, you must choose which room you wish to stay in for the duration of your board here. Now, as the rooms are presented to you, the knights go and they dismiss themselves. If you do not wish to retire to any of the rooms just yet and wish to explore the castle and all of its many strange carnival-esque attractions, or maybe not carnival, but the fey oddities that maybe you guys have come to expect, you are free to do so. But there are 3 rooms marked out, Cherie, Hathor, and Wax, and the floor is yours. What do you do?
If are the rooms like close to each other? Are they like side by side?
Yes, very close to Herb Corte, where it's like probably a door and then maybe 10 feet, maybe like 8 feet on either side, and then the other doors. Like, that makes sense?
Okay. Yeah. I do want to look at each of the rooms and see like if there's differences between them in like what they gave to us.
Okay, absolutely.
I'm curious.
Anybody else want to do anything?
I want to make some holy water.
Okay. Do you have water to? Actually, you're a priestess. I'll say that you're able to just do that when you get into a room. I will. You can mark it down now, but that can be like a thing that you're just doing when you get into the room. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Cherie.
Cherie is still lingering at the back of the group, following Wax and Hathor's lead.
Okay. Then I guess with Hathor kind of getting all of the different spices and vials ready to make some holy water, Wax, go ahead and take the lead. What do you want to? Also, what's up, Gab? Welcome in. Hope you're feeling
Hi,
okay.
Gab!
Everyone. Oh yeah. By the way, quick break of character. Everyone, mask up. Everyone, glove up. Wash your hands. Make sure to stay safe. Stay healthy. Gab, we hope you're feeling okay. This season sucks. Anyway, locking back.
Love you, Gab.
Love you, Gab.
Love you.
It's Valentine's Day. We love you. Darby, what rooms would Wax check out first?
Okay. Whichever one is first. If there's no obvious like differences in decor or anything, I'm also checking like I'm sitting on each of the mattresses and like lying back so I can compare them. Like I'm testing out everything I can.
Okay, awesome. So these rooms do have different designs to them. Just go ahead and tell me whose room you check out, and I'll let you know what you see.
I'll check out Hathor's room first.
Hathor's room first? Okay, the door is unlocked. Again, all the doors on the outside are very standard, but as you open up Hathor's room, again, they're all going to be the same size, but the interior decor is going to be a lot different. So Hathor's room, it's a line going from the center of the door as you walk in, cutting the room in half, even the ceiling, looping back, and then going to the top middle of the door. So the room is split in the left half and the right half. On the left side of the room, it is dry and harsh and rough. It's made of sand floors, desert rock, and black iron. There are infernal runes carved into the walls and small cages dangling from the ceiling. And in the corner, like the left corner of the room, there's an ever-swirling dust devil. And the left side of the bed has tan sheets, a sheen red canopy, and orange fiery pillows. But on the right side of the room, it is white and golden and soft and gentle. There are marble floors and gold trimmings and mottled clouds and white feather angel wings all over the walls. There are moldings of hands clasped together in prayer and are mobiles of angels swirling overhead. In the corner, there's a large golden harp with a stool next to it, and the right side of the bed has white sheets and ivory canopy and sun yellow pillows. And if you would like to give me an insight check, each of you can give me an insight check, but Wax and Hawthorne make it with advantage.
I hate this room.
I was about to ask, gonna be like, how do you feel about this?
16.
16?
I'm being profiled right now.
17.
17?
Oh, I rolled bad for a 12.
No problem. Hawthorne, you're making holy water. You're not even looking at it. But Cherie and Wax, you guys can like peer in. You remember everything. Like very little gets underneath Hawthorne's skin, and you remember how Winter Scott Key kept referring to Hawthorne as a half-breed, and how like insulting that was. And it seems that this room has been designed to evoke that labeling of half infernal, half celestial. A mockery, if you will.
Well, in that case, I will go into the next room over whichever is the next one.
We'll say Hawthorne's in the middle, split in half.
Okay.
Either work.
I'll go to Wax's room next.
Okay, not a problem. You open up the door, still unlocked. This is a room that is so black and white, it is almost monotone. It is a bed with white sheets and black pillows and a billowing gray canopy. But the room itself is more defined by its decorations. You're able to see that there is like in one of the corners there is a table of like a table of like sweets, basically like similar to what Sangri was snacking on the throne. You're able to see, as you kind of like just investigate around a little bit, you open up like a wardrobe, and you're able to see that this is filled with only white clothing, like white pants, white boots, white shirts, white jackets. There is a makeup stand that only has containers of white makeup, like foundation, hair dye, eyeliner, blush. Everything is white. There is also a book on the bed. It's very thin, and there's a date like on the spine of it. And with everyone here, give me Wax, give me investigation check. No one else make this.
Investigation.
Only got to beat like an 8.
I literally rolled a 7.
Roll a 7.
Like,
I'm flipping my coin.
wait. Is it like the date you were banished?
Is it?
Hawthorne, as you walk into the room, it is a very slim history book for the date that you were banished up to like yesterday, basically.
Jesus
Christ. And it summarizes everything that you have missed. It is very clear what this room is making fun of.
This sucks. Jesus. Ugh. Well, I test out the mattress. Is it better or worse than Hathor's?
Hawthorne's mattress was, that's an excellent point. Hawthorne's mattress on the angelic side, absurdly soft. Like your entire body sinks like 2 inches into it. The other side of Hawthorne's mattress, rock solid. I'm talking immediate back pain. Wax is like in the middle.
Number mattress to a couple who hates each other.
Wax is like right in the middle.
Okay. Then I will next go into Cherie's room.
Okay, you can probably expect what's coming now.
Yeah, I imagine so.
you just kind of crack the door open and kind of look in just a little bit, and immediately it's Baroque and Gothic in its construction. And if you would like to step in fully, you can, but I bet you know where this is going to go.
Yeah. Well, before anyone else can go in, I am going to, Did they give Cherie like a bed with a mattress, or is it like a coffin in there?
So I'm gonna read it right off of my thing. The bed is a twin bed that is inside of a padded stone coffin, with the lid being like a monstrous, like fictional true vampire design.
Okay.
It's a bed just for her, and then you seal it on the top like it's a coffin.
Cool. I am going to go in and open up the coffin and pull out the mattress and the sheets and whatever pillows are there, and I go and I bring it into Wax's room.
Okay.
And then I go back and forth between Cherie's room and Hather's room to gather up like the mattresses, the pillows, the sheets, and I bring it all back into Wax's room and like throw the sheets on things so that it's all like mismatched and like a little bit more colorful than the black and white. And then pretty much like stands there, looks at everything he's done, and then looks up and is like, "Oh wait, we were gonna share, right?"
That was the plan, I believe.
Okay, good. Because these all suck, and so I thought maybe if we put them all together, they'd suck less.
It seemed like Hatho's room perhaps had the most space, but this is also this.
There. Ooh. Can I put the Dust Devil out of its misery?
As you walk up to the Dust Devil, you're actually able to see that. You're able to see that it was not in this room before. Appearing basically out of nowhere, you're able to see Qualinar the cat and pounces on the Dust Devil and starts kind of like swatting at it. It's not going anywhere with Qualinar, but this cat is like basically like pouncing, like going after a laser beam essentially.
Is this Dust Devil like sentient?
No, it's like if you would like to get rid of it, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Because I'm so good at those. That's a natural one.
That's a natural. It gets. Wait, are you guys in Hathor's room? Or you're in Wax's room?
We'll go back to Athos to look at the Dust Devil.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. You guys are
I'm gathering up extra throw pillows.
You guys are gathering up all the supplies, and on the hellish side of Hathor's room with that nat 1, Hathor, as you interact with the Dust Devil, it becomes so big that the devilish side of your room becomes uninhabitable. It is just like a constant fucking sandstorm that's just pelting you in the face.
Nice. I set fire to the other side of the room and closed the door.
Just chuck a grenade and shut the door.
I sacred flame the shit out of that. Once we get all the cool stuff out of there, I sacred flame it up and I close it. Well, if they want to play this game, then this game I will play.
You close the door and black smoke.
And I lean against the door before so servants can't go in and like fix it.
Black smoke is just billowing out from under the door. Sir, I think did you make a mess? Did you make a mess in the bed,
Did
madam?
I make a mess?
Should I? Yes. Should I?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you guys did this.
No.
Wasn't this your intention?
Is the room on fire? Because we might need to fix that.
Why ever for? I thought the infernal point was the point.
The door is getting so hot on your back.
I'm resistant to fire damage. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, no, you're not getting damage, but the fire is like engulfing the room. Okay, so black smoke billowing out from underneath the door.
I like let it so it's like fully the room is destroyed, and then I let them go in so the rest of the building doesn't catch. You know?
Okay, you filibuster for 3 minutes, and then the door it opens up, and it's just like it's on the drapes, and it's like engulfing the windows, and the beds fully just come apart, and they're like, holy shit!
Looks like I'll have to find somewhere else to sleep. Aww. Shucks.
Get out of the way! And they start throwing water like buckets of water in
Water
there.
bottles.
You didn't take the cap
Get the
off.
Dasani!
We need natural springs.
They start chucking salt on it.
Oh, don't use the Fiji. We need that.
And the door is shut, and the fate of those servants is going to be left to the imagination.
No, they don't die.
I don't know. They close the door. It's a room full of smoke. But cutting back to Wax's room. But cutting back to Wax's room. What is Cherie doing?
Once that's done, and we're all back in Wax's room. Cherie immediately closes the door. Is there a lock?
Yes, there is a lock.
Locks it. Puts her sword through the handle. Puts a chair up against the door.
I cast a magic circle around us, so no Fae can get in, besides Wax.
Oh my god, wait. It prevents Faye from getting into the room?
It's a 10-foot radius, so it's a cylinder, a 10-foot cylinder.
That's the room. You got
20 foot tall. It's 20 feet tall, actually.
As Cherie is dragging the chair to put it underneath the handle, you're able to see that, like, the little, like, orange and brown cat, Qualnar, is, like, helping to push the chair up against the door in, like, a joking kind of way, and goes, and kind of like on his like back hind legs, like, in like a joking kind of like cartoonish way, goes, and then you cast a magic circle, and he goes, and just puffs into smoke. It's just gone.
Yeah, he's not welcome right now.
Okay. Then this room is now completely private with no Fae entry whatsoever.
Fuck shit, get hit.
And the floor is yours. What do you do?
Seeing that spell pop off, Cherie will still put the chair in front of the door, and she'll turn to Wax and Hathor, and she'll speak up and say, "If the design of these rooms were not obvious enough, and if Sangari spoke true, which I highly doubt, we are being watched and listened at all times, were it not for that spell. So due to that, we all need to be on the same page, because if we give them an inch, they will exploit that."
Mm-hmm.
I will start. I apologize for the hurt and anger I caused over these past few days. I wanted to tell you both, since you'd been so forthcoming with your own secrets. The time was just never right. And the more people I told, the more real it was. But know that I never meant to keep this a secret from you for long. But right now, my feelings about my own situation do not matter at this point. What matters now is being smart in this realm, so that we can succeed in this trial, clear our names, clear Wax's name, and ensure that we are able to leave safely. So whatever we have to say to each other, we should get it out now.
I want you to say sorry to Hathor about the tea.
I am sorry for not accepting the token of your kindness.
I am sorry too for forcing it upon you when you did not want it.
Thank you.
I just want to know, where do we go after this? Sure, we're on the same page now, we're making a plan now, we're a united front now. But when we get back to the material plane, are we still doing the mission we set out to do, or are you such a monster that you can't continue with us?
It has been made abundantly clear to me in my travels, alone and with you both, that I am incapable of tackling this force on my own. I want to be rid of the Coven, not for my own benefit, but for the benefit of this plane as well. And I cannot do that alone. If you will have me, I would be honored to continue by your sides.
Insight check.
Sure.
I'll get it on that.
What are you trying to glean from this insight check?
I want to know if she's telling the truth.
Okay.
I want to know if she's actually sincere in her apology, and if I want to know what she thinks she's done wrong. Because I want to know if it's different from what I think she's done wrong.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled an 18 plus 7 for a 25.
I rolled a 4.
I was gonna say no roll necessary because she just flat out continues and says, "From this day forward, anything you have to ask of me, ask and I will tell you. If I know the answer, I will tell you. I may not be quick in my response. I am unaccustomed to being fully honest with people, to be with people who know all of me. But I would like to try. It may take time. I may need space. But I will mean every word I say from here on out.
What made you change your mind?
The two of you. I was mistrustful of both of you from the beginning, but you've proven me wrong time and time again. And you're so forthcoming about things perhaps you meant to keep close to the chest, and it won't happen overnight, but I want to be like you. Both of you.
I have one condition. See, the thing is, I trust you with Hather's life, and it's a new feeling, but I trust you with my life. I don't trust you with your own. I want you to look out for yourself, just like you would for me or Hathor. Otherwise, I will never be able to forgive you for that.
I understand. I will do my best. I'm aware of how precious life is, how my life is. I am grateful for my life, although I'm still coming to terms with it. But when I step into the line of danger, it is not out of disregard for myself. It is for the safety of the both of you. And when I isolated myself on our travels, it was not because I feared. It was not because I feared for myself. It was because I feared for the both of you.
Okay.
Hathor, did you have something to say?
I think the world is better for having you and you, I look to both of them, in it. And I think this needs addressing now. And I apologize to you, Wax, for making you take care of me during this time as well. It was deeply appreciated. But I would prefer if all three of us are on equal footing. I would like to take care of you two as much as you take care of me.
Volume
Am I
up
too
a little
soft?
bit, Moss, just a little bit. Thank you,
Just a
Gab.
little bit. How's that?
Perfect,
How's that?
amazing.
Should I repeat what I just said? Or was
Yes,
it...
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to help and support the two of you as much as you've both done for me. I am still hurt. And I'm going to process that hurt as I will. But this is the first and needed step towards, I think, a future we all want. I cannot. My mother is a succubus, was for Asmodeus, king of the Nine Hells, and under his command did a lot of painful, unhappy things, and thought herself much like you, Cherie, to be a demon without salvation, a monster without redemption. And when she was freed of her tie to the Hells and given a place in Aphrodite's temple, it wasn't my father's love that saved her. It helped, along with Aphrodite's guidance, but ultimately the thing and the person that saved her was her. Because she chose to believe she was worth it. And I sincerely hope one day, Cherie, you can look again in a mirror, just in general, and see your face and know that you are worth it. I would recognize your two souls in an instant. I would know them from the billions of other lives in this multiverse without, if I was blind and deaf and without touch or speech. I would know them like I know my own. And so we're gonna go into this fucking trial and we're gonna kick some ass. And I put my hand in the middle for like a wee.
Hit on my hand and I slap it on top of yours.
Oh, okay.
And I look at Shuri.
You don't have to spit if you don't want to.
Cuts her palm and puts it on top of yours.
Cool. God, you guys are freaks. I love it.
We are going to get my body as I knew it back so that we can get Cherie's body as she knew it back. And we're going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll probably go piss the people off along the way.
That's
And it's going to be great. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Because we are Les Jolies.
Les Jolies.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
God, I'm covered in spit and blood. Okay. There's sink in here.
You are able to find a basin of water to wash up and get comfortable.
I
And
wrap Cherie's hand in a spare bandage.
It's already closed, but she lets you do it.
yeah.
Oh.
God damn, you heal fast.
Cherie heals wicked quick. And also, Kate, I need to share with you the stats of a true vampire. And the
Yes,
pro-
you do.
and the pros and the
Also,
cons.
you have to go do your laundry.
I do
Laundry.
do my
Do your laundry.
Luckily, it's the dryer, so we do have some time, so I'm going to do it over the break. We'll say that like you guys are able to take a long rest as you bunk together in this room with this with this magic circle up. We'll say Liberties. Qualnar is unable to come into the room for the entire evening as you guys have proper privacy. Is there anything else that you wish to do or discuss before we jump to the next day?
I'm going to read that book of everything that happened while I was gone.
Okay, not a problem. Reading the book.
I am going to prepare my spells, and I'm going to cast... I don't have it yet. Shit. Shit. I'm going to try and get in contact with my goddess, and in some way.
Okay.
Beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop.
We're having straight slumber party.
Hey,
Love
bitch.
it. And then what's Cherie doing?
I think she's just going through her nightly routine. I think despite the magic circle, she would still keep watch.
Okay.
Yeah, just keeping an eye on our surroundings.
Okay, got it. Makes sense. Like maintaining your equipment, kind of like making sure that all of your your gear is up to snuff. Like, what are you
Yeah, and
doing?
I guess because I'm assuming there's a window.
There is a window. Yes.
Yeah, just checking our immediate perimeter around the room, outside the window, familiarizing herself with surroundings.
Okay.
Yeah, just keeping eyes and ears open.
What time of day is it? Let's
I don't know.
someone roll me a D4. One is because it depends on when you get to the city. 1 is morning, 2 is early afternoon, 3 is late afternoon, and 4 is night.
Wax roll.
Wax roll.
Wax roll.
Wax roll.
Wicks.
2.
2. It is early afternoon as you guys are in this room. kind of just like hunkering down. And Shuri, as you approach the window to like familiarize yourself, as the Feywild and their like several suns is up like across, like up past the horizon easily as it's like 11 o'clock, like maybe like 1 o'clock. You guys, as you look out and you're able to see the city kind of bustling around underneath you, as you're able to see like in your mind, like, oh, I can make that leap to there and slide down there, and then I'd imagine that bastion is a stairway going down. If you needed to make an escape from this room tonight, like you're able to recognize an escape path. And as you are looking out, you begin to feel almost like a harsh sunburn across your face and your hand that are facing the window.
I think she'll just sit by the window, watch the city.
You sit by the window to watch the city, and as the pain intensifies, you take 2 radiant damage as you sit and just kind of stare out of the window.
Am I still resistant to radiant damage?
Not in this case, because... Okay. And perhaps, and I would love to know how Shuri reacts or like feels about this pain, but you're able to look down at your hand and notice a burn blister beginning to form in the sections of your body that are exposed to the raw sun.
It was 2 points of damage, you said?
2 points of damage, yep.
Okay. I think she just takes that in and takes a deep breath and moves away from the window and looks in the cupboard for a hood.
Okay, you look in the cupboard for a hood. All of the clothing in here is white, but you are able to find like a white traveling hood, like one that you would attach to a cloak or like latch to your scale mail to then protect you like from the rain and the elements and things like that.
I'll take that and fasten it to my armor.
Okay. White cloak on your back, as you are able to kind of pull it up, check it, and as you pull it up, shadow kind of covers your face as you are do you also have gloves? Do you have like gauntlets on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we're gonna say you have gauntlets with your armor.
Yeah.
As for the first time in a long time, Shuri's face becomes almost not visible, as she is fully covered up from the sun and the elements. Okay. Anything else?
I think in this moment, as she's checking the wardrobe, she'll pull out the sending stone she has with F. Did F have it on her, or did I give it to a guard?
So you gave it. You like put it around like her neck, but you gave it to her. I think you like hid it in her armor or something.
Okay. And I just, as everyone's doing their own thing, I just lean into it and say, "Are you there?"
Okay, I gotta change the music for this.
Oh, shit, sorry.
If.
Look at how many fucking tracks I have queued up in the watch.
What the F? Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh.
We got a lot to go. We got a lot to get through.
Huh?
Oh. I will make this quick. Apologies.
No, I'm watching my shows.
You sit there as you like you speak that, and as you're like refastening your gauntlets, and as you realize how covered you are now, and you realize the possible disadvantages that being within the daylight will bring you, you're able to hear the sending stone jump to life in your hand, and you're able to hear a voice say back, "Yes. Surprisingly."
You're welcome.
I would say thank you if I wasn't so confused. What tactical benefit is there for allowing me to heal?
You have answers. Answers that I need.
Wisdom does come with age. Are you expecting those answers now? Or do you intend for a talk face to face?
I give her the guard rotations for Herb Corte.
I lay in my cell. It is dark, and I've been trying to avoid people recognizing that I am reanimated. I assume you want me to say I'm not going to kill any of them as I escape.
No. Do what you must. I need you to find me.
Make a deception check. She's gonna make an insight check real
Me?
quick. Absolutely.
But I'm being so
Deception.
honest!
Why deception if being honest?
That's a 18.
18, she got a 19 on the die.
Mm.
Oh,
She says,
Could I give guidance?
You're praying! You're praying!
Yeah. That's a cold answer for such a noble knight. Something has changed with you.
Come and see for yourself. I still have your shield.
I feel naked without it.
Perhaps it's best that you travel light. You have a long journey ahead of you.
I'll be quieter that way too. Long journey to where? There's any number of castles with any number of Fey leaders hoping to take them over. I have no idea where you are, or any idea where you intend to be next. You could be hundreds of miles away.
Your estimation is close. Meet us at the borders of Udus. No closer to the castle, or I will kill you again. And I will not falter this time.
We were trained by the same people. You didn't falter. You knew what you were doing. I will begin making my journey this evening. And one more question. Did I assume in your journey that you have made contact with other vampiric Fey leaders? I will do you a professional courtesy of meeting you in good faith one more time, but I have to ask. Have you found any plans that would have indicated a rescue attempt on my body?
Oral died before I could get that information from him.
All right then. Then I will meet you on the eastern border of Udus. No closer to the castle than the borders of the lake.
Happy travels.
Well, I'm traveling light. And the Setting in Stone clicks off.
Whoa!
To be seen
Wow!
again, baby.
Somehow F returned.
Somehow F returned. You planted those seeds like 8 months ago.
Yes,
That's
I
so
did.
good.
God, oh my lord. Okay, incredible. Awesome, sick. Is that everything, Kate?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect, amazing. We are going to focus in on Hathor. We're going to focus in on. We'll do Wax next because I don't think the book is going to be. Okay, so for the book, okay, first I got to change the music back. Hold on. So the book, you guys are all preparing for a long rest, washing up. The trial's gonna be a couple days away, so like 2 days away basically, and so there are things that we're gonna get to in a little bit. But Wax, you sit and you crack open the book. What are you looking for in this book?
I am looking for. Well, despite like whether or not it's useful, Wax always loves any like petty gossip, but also any big changes in like the courts, anything super relevant to Sangaree or Spritz, and any mentions of Wax as well, if there would happen to be any.
Well, I can tell you right now that there are no mentions of Wax specifically. Like this is just like reading the text, plain as can be, reading through this book over the course of a day. There are no mentions to Wax at all. Go ahead and give me, I'm going to say, whatever check you think would be appropriate for each, change it with the courts, information with Sangaree, and then petty gossip. I want you to give me a check for each of those, and I want you to tell me which check you would make to investigate this book.
Okay, so as for the courts, I'm going to say investigation, I guess.
I'll go with me, no problem. Go right ahead.
Okay. I got a 10.
You got a 10? Well, so the biggest thing you're able to notice investigating the courts, even with the 10, just text is written, is because let's say you were banished how many years ago? 3, 4 years ago? 2 years? Like, do like a timeline for
right.
that? Okay,
Yeah.
let's say around 5 years, just like around there, because you've been in Allatour for enough time for the Candlemaker to become like a known service that people have used.
Yes.
The biggest thing you're able to find is Titania is gone. Like, you always kind of knew that Sangaree was, like, a helping hand to Titania, was kind of like a lady in waiting, like that kind of position, like respected and an archfey, but was well beneath the queen of the fae of Titania. It's very strange how it's written, as Titania is in one chapter in like the section of a month, and in the next chapter she's just not mentioned, and Sangaree has been elevated and is like basically now being spoken of in the same way that Titania is. With just general information that you're getting from like just world events, you would know that Titania is now on the material plane, basically doing like a vacation, like kind of like sightseeing, going to different countries and kind of like seeing what the Feywild does not have to offer. And it seems that there was like some, but weirdly enough, like with that 10, the structure of the courts didn't change. The only thing that really changed from that was Sangaree was elevated to Archfey, and with the 10, that's what is mentioned. Well, sorry, was elevated to be Queen of the Feywild, like the Archfey. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. All right.
Sorry, I got distracted looking up spells.
Okay.
In the time Wax has been gone, Titania became Queen of the Archfey?
Oh no.
Sorry.
So 5 years ago, when Wax was banished, this is probably within the last like year. We're just gonna say it's been like a year of Titania just stops being mentioned in Fey history. Yeah, ridiculously recently.
We had nothing to do with that.
Titania
No.
took a sabbatical.
Yeah, basically. And then you wanted to know more about Sangaree or Gossip. Which would you want to focus on? What role do you want to make?
I will do Sangaree.
Okay.
And I will make that an insight check.
Okay, go right ahead.
19.
With a 19. Now, 5 years is a long time, and Fae history is like kind of difficult to pin down because of just like how much random shit happens. It's wild because it's like, oh yeah, we had a war and it was fine, and then like there's like 3 whole pages of like, and the dress that this woman wore this one time is like it's completely fucking backwards.
Yeah.
What are you trying to find with a 19? Because you're gonna be able to find a good amount of detail.
I'm trying to, especially after like finding that like Sangaree without any official sort of title change has kind of like filled the shoes that Titania has left. I'm looking for like decrees or big moves that she's made, allies that she's made or enemies, so that I kind of know like where things stand with her and like what other big pieces are on the board in that regard.
With a 19, that's incredible. What you're able, because like, and it's also a history book, and so this is not going to be like giving multiple nuanced political perspectives. It's just kind of saying the like things as they happened. But reading into the text, you're able to find that you are correct. There was no official changing of the title, like elevating Sangaree to be the queen of the queen archfey, essentially. Even stranger than that, in the last 5 years, the court of the Fae, like the Sealy court, has never been convened. The actual courts of like, you're able to see, it's like the court of hunters, the court of decay, the court of skies, the court of growth, like the court, like the different sections that make up the Feywild. Those courts have been convened in the last 5 years. And strange, and like kind of like in conjunction with that, you're able to notice that Spritz is mentioned a lot in terms of like Sangaree never had like the official name change, but Spritz has been mentioned a ton. And you're able to see that she is like, her most recent position is Warden of the Flowers. But you're also able to see that it was the Duchess of Moss. You're able to see that it was the Princess of Feeling. You're able to see it was the Lady of Decay. And it seems that, like with the 19, Spritz has been passed around to each of the courts, like in these like different positions, essentially.
Okay. Interesting. Is there anything specific about like why she left one position or another? Like if it didn't go well, or if she decided to leave, or just kind of like, oh, Spritz is now Duchess of Moss. Oh no, actually Spritz is Princess of Feelings.
So that is that's a great question, and it's very close to option 2. It's very it was basically so quick that it was like 3 sentences of like what her duties were, which were basically non-existent, and then being like and then it's like, and now her title is this, and it seems that the most recent one is Warden of the Flowers. But with a 19 insight check, the sense that you get from this is, again, it's all like pageantry, back and forth politeness, but you get the sense that this has kind of strained Sangaree in the courts, if that makes any sense. Of like, because you've seen Spritz, and you've seen what kind of person Spritz is, and it's almost as if the courts, even with no responsibilities, were kind of kicking the can down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you want me to be more clear with that, we can always get into that a little bit later. But that's the detail you can glean from this book.
Okay, cool. Wait, what about gossip? What about petty gossip?
Sorry, just for that, go ahead and give me a roll, and then let me know what you're trying to find.
Okay. I just pretty much like like, I don't know if Spritz. Oh, okay. Would I have known what became of Spritz's partner when I
Sweet Tooth?
broke them up? Yeah, Sweet Tooth. Would I know about Sweet Tooth, or would that have happened after I was banished?
Give me I mean, is that something you would have paid attention to?
Back then, no. But now
Okay.
I'm kind of curious.
Oh,
I'm curious about that and like any like just like the petty crap of like it looks like who's been slighted, who cheated on who, like which I know there aren't going to be a lot of specifics because it's all just kind of like
okay.
I just want to update myself on it.
Not a problem at all. So you want to know who has been slighted. Okay,
Yeah.
So go ahead and just give me a history check and beat I'm going to say a DC 13 to figure out what happened to Sweet Tooth.
I don't fucking know. I got a 6.
Okay, not a clue in the world. That is, hey. He's
Not my
He's not your
problem.
problem. He's not your problem.
I don't know what happened to that guy.
You might run into him soon. You don't know. But then for petty gossip, I mean, go ahead and give me a check that's equivalent to petty gossip, whatever you think Wax would use.
Given the everything about Wax, I would like to make this deception.
Okay.
Because this is the kind of thing that Wax would do to like get into character and figure out like who they can be to cause the most chaos and stir up the most
Makes
drama.
a lot of sense. Yeah.
Okay. That is a 21.
21. So petty gossip, like people like slighting each other, anything that you could possibly exploit.
Yes.
And again, just from history, a lot of this is documented in detail that is unnecessary level of like he did this to her, so she did this to him, so he did this to her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
As you're reading around, so you're already able to see gossip, but as you're reading around, you're able to notice that like some for example, the court. So it's the court of court, the changeling court of like the official organization that like decides rules for changelings, who then also decide rules for pageantry and like they're basically almost like planners in the way of like regency balls, like accepted ways of like conducting yourself. They kind of decide like the rules of that. Like, you know, they kind of set the precedent for that kind of stuff. They cause a lot of problems because they're changelings and because they all kind of like are related. And they're kind of like it's the idea of like, well, you can't do anything to me politically because then it would just elevate to being like just chaos and nothing gets done. You're able to see like basically this is written out. Travers Nu turned into the mother of Gravel Pavalaqua, who then proceeded to insult him over dinner by saying that his friend Rochambeau was speaking lies about him to Courter Roy. And it's like it's just like a constant chain of bullshit that largely makes no sense. But you realize that again, because it's in history, these very important people, you recognize these names, the last ones at least. And
insulted over dinner by saying that friend Rochambeau, and then what was it?
Rochambeau was speaking badly about him to Courter Roy.
Courter Roy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll actually just give you all of them. I'll just give you all of them in order. And like that's kind of what you pull out from the gossip of like, oh, all of the heads of these courts fuck with each other basically constantly to a level of like they're friends but like bad friends, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, like here are the names. I'll no need to write these down. This will be in the recording and I'll send them out later. Gravel Pavalaqua, Honey Dew, Rochambeau, Oso Small, Courter Roy, Sola Vin, and Travers Nu. And you're like, oh, you've recognized these before.
Yeah. Honey making connections. And so
There's smoke coming out of my ears. I'm working my
You're
brain
praying
too
so
hard.
fucking hard.
The people that we met who like were brought back from so long ago, are these like their descendants?
Well, this is a history book in the last 5 years, so it is a hypothesis that would make a lot of sense. And what I will say that what you know is that like the heads of these courts are not. It's familial in the way that if you are elevated to the head of the court, you assume it's kind of like marrying in. You assume the name that is given. So, like, for example, like Nu is the surname of the chain of like the court of courts. Vin is like the surname of the court of feelings. Pavalakwa seems to be the surname of the court of hunters. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Alrighty. That's good for me.
Okay, absolutely. Is there any clarification I can make?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay, no problem.
Cool.
And then Hathor, we're gonna cut over to you trying to make contact with your goddess. Sound good? Hathor? Moss?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I'm sorry. I'm like I'm thinking and it's not working out.
Okay, got it. All right.
It's like don't hurt yourself. Okay, yes.
Hathor, you find a nice private corner to pray in.
Corner to pray?
Porner? I said corner.
I heard porner.
I heard corner.
Oh, porner. Okay.
Porner.
Moss, your key is stuck.
God fucking damn
You
it.
fast forward in the music.
Sorry.
It got really loud and really fast. I'm going loud.
Fast and left.
So, Hathor, as you begin to pray,
Man. Start. Okay.
as you begin to pray, what are you praying for? What are you trying to? And also, if you wish to have there be like an actual effect, you can always give me a religion check. But if you are just simply reaching out to talk with someone privately, you are more than free to do so. What are you doing?
I feel like I've strayed from. I feel like my anger at Cherie has made me stray a little bit from my teachings that I've learned from Aphrodite, and I think this is a little bit of a penitent, sure, kind of practice. Aphrodite doesn't require you to like self-flagellate or anything like that, so it's not like it looks different from maybe other gods, but there is a period of like really deep meditation, and like this seeking of grounding, because there are things that I want to be better at, and there's still a lot of anger in me, and I want to honor that, but also I don't want it to make me pour tea down someone's throat again, and so.
Okay. It's the idea of. It's the idea of, like, to speak in a religious context, recognize that you have sinned and wanting to prevent it happening. And sinned in the context of like Hathor's mind. I'm not saying that like as a definitive answer. I'm like, this is what Hathor sees.
I like girls.
Bad.
Eyeshadow.
It's the devil from the Bible.
The Bible.
Satan, I live inside you forever.
No.
You kneel and pray, and Hathor, I will say that you can make whatever check you think Hathor would use as a religion check, basically. So if you would like to make a medicine check because you are a healer, if you would like to make a medicine check because you're a healer, you can just let me know whatever you want to use.
I want to make, and not in the way of like manipulation or convincing, but in the way of good conversation, I want to make a persuasion check.
You absolutely may. And let me find music that isn't so fucking epic. Hold on.
Oh my goddess, I have sinned! I got mad!
Suddenly, Aphrodite.
God babe! And I've insulted my big, thick goth girlfriend, and
What is all this
A
fucking...
bolt of lightning comes down and smites Hathor.
I'm nothing. I'm soot on the ground.
Oh, this should be good. Perfect. I just turned on a video that said farewell, and it sounded like a goddamn nuclear bomb was going off. Farewell indeed.
21.
Okay. Incredible. Go ahead and give it to me with advantage, and if you beat a 25, something amazing is going to happen.
Shit.
If anyone wants to help here,
Nice.
you're allowed.
I give myself guidance.
I don't have that.
I also don't have that.
That's okay. Oh, it's a natural one. Can I count the guidance? No, I'd still only get to 24. I'm gonna flip my coin!
Okay.
Flip my coin, you bastard. That's better! Okay, so that's a 17. 17 plus 8 for 25.
25. Holy fucking shit. Cherie, having that conversation with F, maintaining your armor. Wax, reading through this book to understand more about like Fey culture. Like, what have you missed? What can you use to your advantage? And Hathor, praying, hands clasped. And can you just kind of give me like 2 sentences maybe about like what is Hathor? Like, I know the vibes. What are the words that Hathor is putting out into the ether?
She's braided her hair into 2 like braided almost little, not pigtails, but on either side. Her horns are in full view. She is not hiding or concealing any part of her that is, she is fully on displaying all parts of herself, both angelic and infernal. In this way of, she has never felt like she's had to present one side of herself to Aphrodite. It's always been, she's been accepted wholly as she's always been. And I think Hathor recalls a memory when she was really little and she was playing in the gardens of Aphrodite's temple in Kipyup. And she has this memory of this beautiful woman helping her pick peaches from the orchard there, and teaching her how to cut them into pretty shapes for her mother and her father, and not realizing that it was Aphrodite, like, with her, showing her these things. And Aphrodite taught her this little song to sing while cutting up this fruit. And Hathor, whenever she is, like, deeply in need of guidance, or whenever she one of her self-soothings is to hum this song, and so she sings it fully and proudly, and with her grown voice, now that she is a bigger person.
As you are kneeling there, and as you are singing this song to yourself, because you got a 25, as you pray and you send these wonderful memories out to have this spiritual connection, this connection to your childhood, connection to a small selfless act of love from when you were a child. Cherie and Wax, you realize, kind of like out of the corner of your eye, that seemingly coming out of, just kind of like almost being translucent and then fading into being solid, you are able to see a figure appear in front of Hathor. As Hathor, you're able to feel hands and fingers wrap around your hands. And you're able to feel a forehead pressed to yours. And although we do not have words to this song, you and I, Moss, this figure begins singing these words back to you. It's the same song. And all of you are able to look over, and Hathor, you're able to see the same beautiful woman that you saw as you were a child, the picture taken directly from your mind. Everyone here give me a quick religion check. And Hawthor, you get advantage.
Natural 20.
Natural fucking 20.
Yeah.
This is not really-
19.
19.
This isn't related to Fey Fiends or undead, right?
It would not be, no.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yes.
it's the demon. Shink.
21.
21. I'm going to go... okay, I'm just going to say... Because Hawthor has discussed the Collector with everyone here before. There has been, through all of the conversations, in this instance, so much of love is communication. So much of love is understanding and truly like listening and hearing people and responding accordingly to their wants and their needs. And the figure that appears in front of Hawthor, although the image of her being from Hawthor's childhood, this beautiful woman, and Moss, if you wouldn't mind giving us a description when we're back from break, that'd be incredible. But as Hawthor has shared information about her interactions with angels and demons, even in this campaign, there has been one figure who has only appeared once. And the figure only appeared once because Hawthor made it very clear that she did not appreciate the patronizing attitude she gave while Hawthor was sailing through the clouds towards Reginald Spoons' baby cloud factory. And holding on to Hawthor, because of where you are and the odd nature in which these creatures can act and can interact, you are able to see the angel that spoke to you about your soul so many months ago. And Shuri and Wax are able to see and hear this figure as well. And that is going to take a very quick break. Okay.
God, this music is beautiful.
It's really
I know,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Damn, is this Bardify?
This is
Bardify.
Bardify fucks, baby. It's amazing.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Shadu. I'm stealing this. This is incredible. I'm gonna just listen to this when I'm sad.
Oh,
Like,
it's so
incredible.
good. And
I pulled it up on YouTube so I could like it so I can listen to it to go to
Yeah.
sleep later.
hell,
Yeah.
let's fucking go.
Oh, you're done
dude.
with Ethel Kane, pervert?
I'll go back to it. I will.
Pervert.
You gotta spice it up. Pervert, pervert.
Hang around. So some nights are pervert nights and some nights are farewell nights.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna go in the
If
quote
only
book
it
for
could
sure.
be farewell pervert.
So I hope y'all are having a wonderful time. Seeing the
Yes.
party kind of like heal and just kind of like
Oh, yeah.
go into their element more
Oh, yeah.
is wonderful, and I cannot wait for a conversation with this angel and then to get to some more juicy roleplay. But everyone, P, go get some snacks. Go stretch, pop your hips. We'll be back very soon. Peace out.
yeah.
Tight, 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 tight.
And we are back. Okay. Go follow Bardify. This music rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Scrabble.
Scrabble lobble.
Scrabble. Scrabbles.
Scrabbles. Hawthor, feeling very at home with this figure, very peaceful. Again, knees, forehead to forehead. We're gonna get a description in just a moment. But Shireen Wax, there's a new figure in this room in contact with Hawthor. Very kind, very gentle appearance, gentle energy, but seemingly having bypassed Hawthor's magic circle. What is the reaction of you two?
Well, we can see it, right? We can see
Yes.
it. This angel.
Yes.
Shuri falls to her knees, like full, like, I don't want to say that
Prostrating.
wrong. Prostrating. Thank you.
Prostrating. Yes, the R.
Thank you.
No, not that one.
Load-bearing R.
Yeah, her little bigger arm.
Yes, that are.
Wax is deeply, deeply suspicious.
Yes, that's my boy.
And is just like is not going for a weapon or anything, but is just like is staying very like vigilant and like make sure that their weapon is like nearby and watching Hathor very closely.
Okay. Moss, can you give us a description as to what this angel looks like? What was the woman you saw?
This angel could be the sister to my mother.
Aww.
So dark, curly, red hair, long, like almost not quite tiefling pointed ears, but still like a hint of that. Full lips with this big smile with 2 dimples on it. Curvy and like just all in general, just like a bigger body and just this incredible softness to her throughout. And her eyes are golden, like when Hathor is happiest.
Mm-hmm. She like looks up and like takes her forehead away from yours, and she says, "Your mom really liked the hearts. She thought they tasted better than normal cut peaches."
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Dad said that they were like special. Yeah.
Because you made
Like,
them.
Tears are kind of just drooping out of the corner of Hathor's eyes.
baby.
But happy.
And she like kind of like brushes them away. She like touches Hathor's face, and she goes, "It's been so long since I've seen you.
Yeah.
You're not anywhere. You are nowhere that I expected."
Yeah. Tend to do that, I hear.
Yeah. I'm so happy that from everything that we're able to see, your prayers are always heard. But the love within this room, because there is no stronger force of magic than a bond of love healing. Now, I'm not going to leave you kneeling here, because I want everyone to be comfortable. Your friend is prostrating, and I want to make sure that I can go and...
Oh, shit!
Yeah, I just want to go make sure she's okay. Is that all right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Because I want to hear all about your dreams. Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
Again, like such a softness and curves and curly hair, and like very traditional, like white toga, very comfortable. Goes over and like Cherie...
Barefoot.
What's up? Oh, barefoot. Yeah. Goes over, like kneels like one knee down next to Cherie and kind of just like taps you like in the back, like Cherie, like the square of your back, and goes, "Hi, are you doing okay?"
She's got her head between her hands, not looking. "Do I have permission to gaze upon you?"
Oh, of course you do.
Slowly looks up and I think jerks back a little bit at the visage of that Moss described of Mary, because it's not what she was expecting. But she stays kneeling and looks back.
This angel gets down, like kneels in front of you and says, "I'm so sorry if you have met others described in the same way that I can be, and that you feel a need for such caution. I am not going to hurt you."
As I check.
Go right ahead, absolutely.
So valid.
13?
With a 13, I'm going to say, Cherie, you look in this woman's eyes, and she, like, you know, it's like animals and humans, or any humanoid species, they have this tell where when violence is about to happen, it's either very wide eyes or very squinted eyes. In her eyes, very gentle, no signs of aggression. But also, she's an angel. So,
Right.
A little bit of reservation there.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'm also looking for, like... I get to say she's not going to hurt me physically, but, like, is she trying to, like, butter me up?
I mean, with a 13...
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
But compared to the other one that you have seen in this game, night and fucking day.
Yeah. It has been a while since I've seen other Celestials.
My kind, we differ greatly from plane to plane. It is very possible that there are those that are aggressive and violent or abusive or radical with their power. And to that, I would say that there needs to be an excess of healing with them. Your caution is understandable, and I take no offense.
Just is kind of leaning back a little bit. Eyes narrowed.
Okay. Kind of head tilts over to Wax and goes, not looking to want you. I'm not trying to have you be excluded. Your hand is nearing your weapon. I can understand why.
Don't give me a reason to use it and we won't have a problem.
It's nice being able to interact directly with people. And even on the material plane, the Fae don't take kindly to people of our distinction, and I can understand that.
I'm glad that you understand.
All right. This can be a conversation between all of us, but I wanted to speak to Allatour. What an adventure you have been on, and thank you for calling out. And I apologize for my condescending tone the last time that we spoke.
I was also, super stressed, and I'm not, good at keeping secrets, and so it was both. It was both,
There were a lot of babies there, and I can understand how that would be stressful. Yes.
They were all screaming and crying.
Yeah.
And we were 30,000 feet in the air.
There were a lot of people doing a great job taking care of them, though. That was impressive.
Yeah.
It's a pretty complicated operation.
Tight ship.
Indeed. But if you have called me here to confirm that the healing process has begun between each of you, it has, but I'm also here to speak on anything that you would wish.
Could you offer me some guidance in our best method to approaching the discord or tear between Sangaree and Spritz?
Whoa! What a great question! She goes, whew. From what we have seen, there is a deep rift caused partially through Spritz's action, but mainly through Sangaree's words. Looks over to Wax and says, "Are you aware of Spritz's creation?" I don't think you would be. I mean, you can history check if you want. I mean, I'm not gonna say that you don't. You definitely don't. But it's like off the top of your head, if it was something that Wax would know.
I don't think it is.
Okay, not a problem. This angel looks and says, Sangaree views Spritz not as her own person, but as an extension of herself. It is a blunder made by many who concern themselves with legacy. And Spritz is on her own path. One which, for a Fae, is normal. For those that are not Fae, can be seen as chaotic or destructive. But Sangori does not approve of that path. And in disapproving of Spritz, Sangori disapproves of herself. For how could something so flawed be the creation of someone so perfect? And you are...
Okay.
Arthur, you lost your voice.
Ah, fuck. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes.
So what you're telling me is that I shouldn't tell Sangori that she's being a bad mother.
Even the worst of mothers do not respond well to that
Yeah.
phrasing.
Yeah, you're so right. I mean, hey, all children deserve good parents, but not all parents deserve children.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, we taught you so well.
Yeah.
She looks at you and goes, repairing that rift will be a very long process, which, frankly, I do not believe that you all have time for being here. I understand that you have other commitments. Hathor, this may be your greatest challenge yet, as someone who loves helping those love themselves and become their best selves. Sangori being so powerful, I can see it preventing her from learning, as power often blocks one's need for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
But love is communication.
I'm less worried about Sangori's feelings and more so about Spritz. And wondering, we have a plan of how to go forward with it. And I'm wondering if I want to reveal it to the DM right now or if I want to save it for later.
You whisper it to the angel and not to me, and it's like, oh yeah, that's a great plan.
Okay, great, cool, awesome.
I
Perfect.
support whatever it is.
Okay, excellent.
Spritz's... Spritz's healing is going to be complicated. Look, I can't find a good angelic way of saying everything. That girl
okay.
is... She sits on the bed, kind of like spreads her legs open a little bit, and goes like, she kind of like puts a hand back, and is like just full gossip position, and goes,
Yes.
she's just...
She's messy.
She's messy. That's a great way of putting it. Honestly, she's a very messy person who.
Yeah.
And look, I'm gonna be, and like looks to Wax and goes, and I am no way mean to offend any Fae individuals by saying this. Can we acknowledge that the Fae are messy? This is a messy place with messy people.
I'll cop to that much. That's fair.
Very emotionally complicated, and not in like a good way, like a depth way. More just like it's like a messy way. And so.
Okay, no los dos.
I cannot wait to see how you attempt to tackle this, because, good lord, the damage has been done.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for coming to see me. I will reach out to you again soon once we are back on the material plane and safe. But I turn to Wax and Sharina go, do either of you have any things you want to say?
Did you tell us your name?
I did not, no. My name is Diel.
Diane.
Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
What is the state of Hathor's soul on this plane?
She points to the two of you. It is in good hands. It is complicated. And I fear there will be danger because of it. And Hathor, if I may speak for you for just a moment, this was not some kind of ritual that was performed incorrectly. This was in no way I don't believe it was a conscious attachment either. Hathor's connection to both of you is what caused this to happen. Hathor, am I correct?
Because I love you guys so much.
Because
I
she
love
loves
you guys
you so
a whole lot.
Because she loves you a whole lot.
Yeah.
Well, why did that break your soul into pieces?
My soul's it's less of it broke my soul into pieces and more so of really, could there really be any one person who was everything to me?
Certainly
I
not.
love freely and who I choose.
Yeah.
Well, what will happen if the collector comes?
A visible face drops. In a word, violence. Hathor's soul is coveted after. The extent of which I am unsure if Talantis or Yasa can truly quantify. It was my initial mission to retrieve it, to unify it, and to link it back to Hathor. To return it to where it belonged. Belonged, again, just very abstract terminology. But for Yasa, for Asmodeus, and for the Collector, I believe the power that a soul holds, the impossible uniqueness of infernal and celestial, I can envision many things that devils could do with that.
How do we do what you were tasked to do?
How do I?
How do we return it to her?
God. I'm unable... I can offer minor guidance and assistance, as I have been called here. And I can assist you in your journey throughout the Feywild and throughout whatever trials and tribulations there are to come. But once you are back on the material plane, the Collector and I will simply be... I will check in regularly. The Collector will become more of a nuisance and not be able to interact physically. Will not be able to do you harm. An annoyance, to be sure, but not a dangerous one. If you wished to repair Hathor's soul, you will have to return to the material plane. And there is a contact. There is one who hurts deeply within the LaCroix castle of Udus. Sadly, due to ancient pacts, I am forbidden to mention his name. However, I believe you will know him when you see him, for he is also a being of love and all of the positives and negatives that come with that. But he is powerful enough that with the right rituals, he will be able to create an everlasting union between Hathor and her soul once again, and looks to you, Hathor, if that is what you wish to do.
We will see.
We will see.
We will see. Thank you for coming.
This was a wonderful chat.
Can I, before she goes, can I just one of the things that I probably took from my room before I burnt it to ash
Okay.
was probably there's a vase of flowers
Okay.
on the celestial side, and I was like, these things don't deserve to be burnt, and so I took them.
Okay.
And I did a little bit of mending on them so they're not as wilted anymore, and I offer the bouquet to her.
These are so pretty.
I know.
Thank you.
It's also what I gave you when I was 6. And it was time to go inside because Mama had baked bread.
Right. And she goes into one of her pockets and she pulls out a peach.
Thank you.
If you are Hathor, and to the rest of you, if you are ever in need on this plane, pray to me, and I will offer what assistance I can. I love you all. And then, becoming translucent once again, becomes wisps and disappears.
Well, sorry, that took that took a long time. Sorry about that, guys.
It's alright.
Kind of juggles the peach in her hand real quick and goes, this is fresh from the gardens in Kipyup. And I'll carefully stow it somewhere so it doesn't get bruised.
Okay.
And wait for the right time to eat it.
Fresh peach, put away. And is there anything else before you guys have a long rest and move to the next day? Okay. Then you are all able to rest your heads and sleep well. Where's everyone sleeping? Because it's a double bed.
I pulled all the
And
mattresses in from the other room.
You pulled all the mattresses?
Yeah.
I think Hathor pulls the mattress off of Wax's bed and makes like a big giant floor mattress with all of them.
It's like one of
I pulled
those...
all the mattresses, all the pillows, all
Can
the
I
sheets.
use mending to like fuse them together?
Yeah, no problem. You have just one giant oblong Tetris-looking ass fucking mattress. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch of throw pillows, a whole bunch of like cool stuff. I brew some tea, pour it out, and then I look to Cherie and I go, I also have a little thing, and I give you a little bag of coffee. I got it from one of the stalls earlier.
From here.
Yeah. If it's suspicious, you don't have to.
I will not consume much on this plane, not because
Yes.
I take offense to the gesture, but
Yeah. No, makes sense. And
But-
I pour my
thank you.
add a little sugar to Wax's, a little honey to mine, and then I give a little bit of I have like a lavender kind of tea that's for Wax, and then I look to Cherie and I give her the strongest black tea I have. This is from my mom. So
I trust this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This music gonna put me to fucking sleep. This is so relaxing. this is so chill.
all right, let's get through the rest of Drew's sheet.
Sorry, brother, you didn't happen tonight.
We can do it. Let's go back.
Whoa, what's up?
Put on Freebird.
And the next day comes, if that is all right.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes. Okay.
No. Infinite night.
Infinite
No.
night. Yo,
Cozy.
Cherie would love that shit. Okay. You awaken. As you awaken, you are able to hear three distinct knocks. And you realize that, seemingly having no idea you guys are bunking together, there has been servants dispatched to wake each of you, give you a personal wake-up call after you can all be long rested.
Where do they think I'm sleeping?
In the ashes. Don't look at me like I'm the weird one here. This is a nonsense place of fuck. It's crazy.
Damn.
You're able to hear the door. It kind of cracks open and goes, yes, good morning, Sir Wax. That's the room that we're in. Good morning, Sir Wax. A wake-up call for you to become readied, as Sangri shall be calling on you at some point today.
Cool.
Do you require any assistance getting out of bed or dressing yourself?
I mean, like, no, but you're welcome to, like, chill if you want.
We have tea.
Yeah.
What?
And lots of pillows.
Lady Hathor, are you in there as well?
Yes.
The scandal.
Wow.
How long
We
is
had a
Marital
slumber
sex.
party.
How long does Magic Circle last for?
It
I
lasts
think
for an
it's-
hour.
Oh, okay.
It's gone.
Okay.
Well, Sir Cherie must hear about this scandal between
Okay.
Hathor and Wax.
Okay.
All right. Well, so do you want us to come in or not? I'm not getting a clear answer on that.
What do you want? What's your name?
I can see why you were banished. Your clothes are outside. Moves on.
What do you want? What's your name?
You're able to hear. And this is like a door down, like a little bit muffled over here. Sir Cherie, my God, I cannot believe the company you. What? Oh, the scandal of it all. Oh, God. Okay. As Sangri will be calling on each of you at some point today before your feast that will explain the trial that will take place tomorrow. With that, we're not going to get into Sangri calling on each of you tonight because that's going to take way too long. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody. But In the time that you have now, is there any planning that you would like, knowing that you're going to be meeting with Sangori all individually, all personally, as you all wake up, as you begin to ready yourselves in whatever way that is appropriate, is there any planning that wishes to be done before we call it for tonight?
Hathor is going to like get herself dressed, and she's going to offer to help Cherie and Wax like get ready and feel and look their best before meeting Sangori, because that's what she's gonna do. And in addition to like whatever planning they're doing. Good burp.
Thank you.
Before we propose the thing that we talked about to Sangori, should we talk to Spritz first? See what she thinks.
Yes, I think that's...
Okay. Maybe we can do that today before we speak with Sangori.
Okay.
I will accompany the two of you, but the two of you should speak to her.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we perhaps
Yes.
go find her.
Yes.
Okay, you want to go find Spritz? Not a problem. It is that all you wanted to discuss before you go and find Spritz?
I'm good if you guys are good.
Is today like the big day, or is this the day before? Like
this is the day before. So you are welcome to the castle. You've given a day to rest. Today's going to be meeting Spritz. There's going to be a grand feast tonight, and then the trial is going to be tomorrow.
I put a glyph of warding on my broom.
Okay, not a problem.
I make it so that when I speak the command word, it comes back to me.
More than okay, perfect.
Anybody who's on it off.
Nice.
It's like a thumbprint activator of it. If it's not Hathor, the broom won't fly.
Face ID.
Yeah. Damn it, I'm wearing a full beat today. It's not working. Maybe my passcode.
Okay.
Before we go,
Yes.
once we're all right before we leave, I'll just pull the two of you aside and say, in the spirit of honesty, you should know that I made contact with F last night.
Oh.
She's alive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did we know this, or did we think she was dead?
No, you watched Cherie tie her head back together.
Right.
Okay,
So,
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Did she reach out to you? Did you reach out to her?
I reached out to her.
Okay.
The guards do not know that she is awake. They assume she is still dead in her cells. And I told her to meet us on the borders of Udus.
Are we thinking like redemption arc for her as well, included with Walter Scott, Winter Scott Key? I'll never
Walter.
Walter.
I'm cool with that too.
She has answers that I need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wherever she goes from there is her choice, but I kept her alive for a reason.
Were the two of you from like the same group from?
I've never met her before we encountered her back in Herbcorte.
Okay.
We do come from the same place, which is why she has the answers that I need.
Okay. Perfect. I trust your judgment.
Thank you. That's all.
All right. Let's go save somebody from themselves.
Okay.
Or at least try.
Y'all head off to go find Spritz, and it is a long maze-like journey as you continue to go upstairs and up towers and across bridges and down towers. It's just
What's the name of that painting that has the stairs?
I was
going in
thinking of
all
that too. I
directions?
couldn't. I can't remember the name of it. I thought it was Warhol. It's not Warhol.
Not Warhol.
Unsure. We'll do some Googling of that later. But just all of the nonsense as you go around the tower. And then eventually you come to a very slim, like the staircase is like most of the tower, and you go up and you reach an impossible chamber of like basically it's just one singular door, like an insane hallway. Again, the architecture makes no sense here. One like grand double doorway leading into the Kin of Archphase chamber Spritz, and you're able to see the Royal Guard Pancake of the Sealy Court, sworn sword of sweetness, protector of the Warden of Flowers, standing right outside, keeping guard.
What's up, Pancake?
You found yourselves comfortable in your dwellings, I hope.
They were very on theme.
Sangre can be so thoughtful in that way. We hope you all felt comfortable. But what can I do for you?
We were hoping to speak with Spritz.
Now, usually I would not make exceptions, as the lady needs at least 3 days of solitude in her room after such a speech with her mother last evening. However, for those that pulled me out of a river and tore me away from zombies and blood fingers, I would be happy to put you right inside.
Appreciated.
Right away. He steps out of the way, and as he like opens the door and goes, Spritz can be found safely inside, and gestures you guys in. It is what's up?
When you say that, it makes me think we're gonna walk in and her window's gonna be open and she's not gonna be in there.
I gotta roll a dice.
No!
Why would you say that?
She's inside, don't worry.
Okay.
Because
it
is an immediate like aroma that comes out. It's like you haven't smelled anything that has smelled bad so far being here. And this is the room of someone who shelters in place hard, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
It's a close smell.
That is a great way of putting it. Absolutely. And Pancake smiles, and his eyes begin to water from the scent, and he gestures you inside.
Knock, knock. Spritz.
No. No.
Guess who?
I didn't ask for breakfast.
We want to talk to you about something.
By the way, also, are you inside, or are you just kind of like calling from the doorway?
We're
Making
inside.
our way in.
Oh, okay, making your way in. It is pitch fucking black in here. If it wasn't, it's not magical. It could not be any dark without being magical. Any more dark without being magical. The shades drawn, candles extinguished. It is so dark. It is absurdly dark.
I don't have dark vision.
I do.
I also do.
Cherie and Wax, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Me?
Oh, I'm Shireen Hathor.
Cherie and Hathor, sorry, my bad.
I can't see shit.
16.
Right.
16?
14.
14? You guys have such a hard time finding Spritz in here because as your eyes, because like, as dark vision, again, it's like black and white motion camera, you're able to see that it is gross. It is bad in here. There are empty bottles of wine. There are empty silver like cake trays. There are like plates of food. Very Marilyn Monroe-esque. If you guys don't know, Marilyn Monroe was known to be disgusting in the spaces that she had. This is true. You can look it up. And so it's like food on the bed, blankets fucking everywhere. There are kick-ass blanket forts that have sadly fallen to the weather and time and being kicked probably. But on the bed, like standard bed, like again, canopy drawn, you're able to see just the slightest like the slightest like movement of shoulders confirming that she is alive and in the room.
Are there Are there drapes? Like, are there curtains?
There are drapes,
To it.
yes.
I slowly pull the drapes.
You go ahead and slowly pull them open for me. No. Yes, better. No.
Is that spritz or is that the drapes?
That's a.
That's a fair
supposed to be
question.
spritz, but I like the
Okay.
idea that the grapes are also enchanted to hate being open.
I'll open them like halfway.
The drapes go, "Lady, what are you doing? We were told to stay closed." Whoa.
We have business.
Yes, ma'am. And they just open. They open immediately.
You don't have to have it if you don't want to, but I did make some tea. You can say no, it's totally fine.
Tea.
I give her a big, like a cozy mug. I give her not a fancy little tea kettle. I give her like a mug you get when you're like sick or
Emerging out of her cocoon, you're able to see that like Spritz, like and like even though it is like a nightgown, like so formal, like embroidery, like amazing stitching, sleeve down, like halfway down the chest, like her braids are like they're no longer like tied together in like a top knot. They're all over the place. Like one of them's like beginning to like fray. Her makeup is smudged. Like she's totally out of it right now. Not at all presented well. And she sits up. That is some pretty kick-ass tea.
Yeah.
Damn, how do you do that?
I could show you if you wanted to, but it's okay if we sit down and chat.
Yes, the tea is the toll that you pay for coming into my room and threatening my drapes.
I think they freaked Cherie out a little bit.
It looks to Shireen and goes, "Look, I just gotta let you know really quickly. Some things can talk here, and you never really know until you just kind of try. So just be prepared for that."
I am sorry for threatening your drapes.
You hear the drapes go, "Why is she apologizing to her?" And the drapes say, "We appreciate it, thank you."
And I am sorry for scaring away your friend yesterday.
Oh, the bugbear. Right.
The cotton candy merchant.
Burke, yes. The pit inside of me hasn't been filled because I'm not going to see him until tomorrow. But I will find a way to get by.
I still have the cotton candy I did not eat if it would fill the hole.
Give me that. She immediately takes a huge chunk of it, or the whole thing, depending on what you want to
I give her the whole thing.
This just starts eating cotton candy. I need everyone here to give me an insight check as she just demolishes. It's black coffee, and then it was also, as requested by one of you, the feeling of being freed when you have been in shackles for so long.
Yes.
She consumes it so fast.
Oh. 10.
That's, I think, like my fourth natural one of the
Holy
night.
fucking shit.
I also got a 10.
10, so 2 10s and a nat 1.
My coins flipped, so why not?
I'm just...
Okay, that's better. Insight?
Yes.
21.
Holy shit. Okay, Hawthorne, you're built for this. Shireen
Yeah.
Wax, you're like, this bitch is fucking nuts. Like, this is a child in an adult's body, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
To Hawthorne, there's just an internal, aw, as you realize, like, oh, it tastes sweet, and it makes your brain happy, And so it's like you can kind of see why she likes sweet things. Like Faye like very sweet, very dessert-y things usually, but it's like, oh, this is another meaning with her. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. We had an idea we wanted to run by you before we talk with your mother. And we wanted it to be your choice, whether or not you wanted this, and your choice alone. Because that's important.
Okay. I'm listening.
Heather.
Choked on my own spit.
Oh no.
I haven't brushed my teeth today, and
That
I
wasn't
only
you.
eat sugar. I'm sorry if that offends you.
I choked on my own spit. It had nothing to do with you.
That's what you think.
Did you just whisper that's what you think?
No. What's the idea?
So the thing is, Spritz. I am under the impression that your mother has a vested interest in the court not being convened for a trial.
What? Why? It's oopsie daisies. It's part. The courts have to be convened so that the oopsie daisies can be decided upon.
Okay. Okay. Well. I think there are some people who feel that their toes have been stepped on recently. Because you know that, see, I was very kindly gifted a book on everything that I've missed while I've been banished. And I can't help but notice that old Queen Tit has been out.
An extended vacation. She was getting, maybe not bored, but wanted to experience new things.
Mm-hmm. And it seems that since then, your mom has kind of stepped into some of those roles that Titania had before.
Assumed the duties of Titania, which must be a very taxing endeavor. That I understand why she can be very frustrated. She's a very, very busy lady.
Sure.
You give her a lot of grace.
Yeah.
It is only polite of me to speak well. She is my mother and she loves me.
You know, Spritz. Sorry, Wax, if I'm...
No.
killing your
Go.
momentum. I enjoy your company. I think you're a fun person to be around. And the more we practice about tea, the more I see it's just been really nice to get to know who you are.
I gotta make a quick roll for anything that Sheree wants to say here.
Spritz leans in for an open mouth kiss. Nope, that's not where I was going.
No,
I think she's just standing at the foot of the bed, arms crossed.
Damn, you would have made a great guard. So you say that Hawthor, and Spritz's response is to immediately rummage through her bed sheets, and she goes full, like, up to the shoulder, reaches, grabs something, pulls it out, and then gives it to you. And it is a half-eaten croissant, like chocolate in the middle. And she goes, that is, I appreciate your compliment, and I wish to reward you for such a compliment. Thank you very much.
Can I cast mending on it to make it a full croissant?
Yes, you can. Full croissant, out of nowhere.
I eat it.
you would fit in amazing here. Yes, but you said you had an idea about me.
A choice.
Choice. I do what is expected of me, as I am the King of Archfey. It is important that I am raised in accordance with the pageantry and learn from the courts, how to best one day rule over them. Has my mother approved of me making a choice?
No, we're not going to ask her. We're going to ask you first.
And if you say no, then we won't propose this idea to your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm gonna need a persuasion check here.
Can I have cast enhance ability on myself?
I will allow
before we
that. You
enter
ate a
this?
croissant and into your carbo loading. Perfect.
Giving
Is this
myself
like group
advantage on
persuasion or
charisma
is it half
checks.
of it?
So I'm gonna say this is gonna be group persuasion, or if you want to just pump helping one person, I will also allow that. Whatever works best.
I'm gonna give myself guidance too as I eat the croissant. I
Okay.
give myself guidance.
Is there any other way of like helping each other? Okay, what's up?
I'll give Wax the help action.
Okay.
Ah.
That one.
Oh. It's okay.
I thought you had a hernia. You did have a hernia.
You did have a hernia.
no.
I leaned because I dropped my D4 and I hurt myself on my
Ah!
chair. Okay.
I
So I
got
roll. No, you go. You go first.
I got a 23.
23.
So I got a 1 on my guidance, and I have a +8 to persuasion, so that's a 29.
Oh, you got a nat
Because I
20?
got a nat 20.
This
This is what I do. This is what my character is built for.
actually, and one more thing. How does Cherie help Wax?
Is what was the last thing Wax said to Spritz?
That if she says no, that we won't propose this idea to her mother at all.
I slice my palm and hold it out to Spritz, and I say, "That's a promise."
Oh my god!
Hey, Wax spits when he makes a promise, so, tomato, tomato.
Well, he hasn't spit now.
Hey, I went through this yesterday. It's just a thing they do.
You got to promise with fluids.
You don't. You really don't. I didn't. You don't.
Do I have to pee on my hand?
No.
No.
Okay. Because
I
I'm
prefer
not
if you
even
didn't.
sure if I can do that. Okay.
I mean, can you? That's up to you. Should you? No.
I need everyone here to give me a perception check.
No, I.
She pees on her hand.
She's pissing. I'm pissing.
Ow.
I'm pissing right now.
As Spritz says, okay.
21.
15.
15.
22.
22. She's like, you can see like a little bit like nervousness come over her, and she goes, well, then I think what we're about to do is we are going. My mother, and I share everything, and so we are Fae. We are Archfey. We are the leaders of the Sealy Court, and between us there have been no secrets until today. And you guys are able to hear off in the corner. You were able to hear a glass smash, plate smash. You're able to
I
hear
cast magic circle.
You're able to hear the whipping of cloth, and you're able to hear, and you watch as Qualnar the cat with a nat 1 on stealth wraps up into a sheet, knocks over 2 vases, fumbles to the ground, breaks, splats on the ground, starts running away, slams into a wall because the sheet's over his head, and then magic circle is cast, and the sheet goes limp as Qualnar disappears from the room. Saved your fucking ass with that
Good,
nat
good,
1.
good.
Holy shit.
Oh no, it did not even occur to me.
Yeah.
Fucking Qualnar.
Fuck that
An
guy.
extreme breach of privacy, but maybe different cultures. So, so Spritz, here is our idea. you are what I'm hearing is that it's really important to you to be a good leader someday, or to feel like you know what you're doing and what your place is in the world.
It is my duty to learn and to enjoy the imbibements of my fellow Fae, to one day lead them with the grace and beauty of my mother when I take her place.
So, I think it would be, Titania has set such a wonderful precedent for this. What if you were to come with us to the mortal world and get some field experience with, Allatour and, this place that is so closely mirrored to your world. And there is a castle in which a grand wedding is going to happen. And we were wondering if you could help us avoid some of the faux pas that come with mortals encountering a Fey wedding. It's at the LaCroix Chateau.
Udus.
She's very excited. She composes herself and she says, okay, I've only ever read of Fey weddings because I haven't had one. And I would be so honored to see a Fey union of such regal proportions. And I've never been to the material. I've never been to the mortal world. I've never been to the material plane before. And I can only imagine the amount of like the respect and reverence that mortals must have for Fey creatures, and it's going to be so interesting seeing their culture and knowing what I'm going to have to remove or put in place to properly morph the world into something that's appropriate. It's going to be wonderful.
Is that what you want to do? You talk a lot about duty, but I've never once heard you say the phrase, I want to. And at least where I come from in my mortal plane, what we want to do is just as important as our duty. And it is the eternal task to see where the two can be married.
Spritz thinks about that long and hard. And she thinks about because what a great question to ask, Hathor. What a great thought experiment for Spritz about what because
it's almost like I built this character to do this exact thing.
Because you've seen Spritz party, you've seen her get revenge, you've seen her be petty. You really haven't seen Spritz and with the Oopsie Daisy, even that has been duty. You really haven't ever seen Spritz acting on her own accord outside of fucking with you guys, which is something that that again, to her character, she likes doing that and definitely will continue. But in terms of want, she goes, I want a little pet frog.
You could name him Jean-Pierre.
No, I won't.
Oh.
I'm going to name him Hops, because he will hop.
Even better.
Mother would not allow for me to have a pet frog, because they can cause warts, and warts cause you to become
ugly.
Ugly, yes. And so there are no.
No, that's toads.
There are no. That lying bitch.
Also, that's a common misconception. They don't cause warts, actually. It's not like a disease you can pass on between species. I think you should get out into the world and be able to decide what you want to do.
And get a pet frog.
I can get a little pet frog.
And get a pet frog named Hops.
Then here's what we will do. I when I am now personally invested in making sure that you guys are able to travel back to the material plane without any further complications or imprisonment, I can, with the Oopsie Daisies trial, I will assist you in whatever way I can to ensure that I can benefit from you winning or being found innocent.
Well, here's the thing. Here's how we thought we could spin it to your mother.
Okay.
Is, she's very concerned about how other people behave. She's very concerned about how other people act and how it reflects on her. That's a lot. That's a lot to hold,
Okay.
And so, what if we spin it in the way of you will be able to learn, you'll, like, when people take a gap year between their studies to go learn something that in classroom teaching doesn't get you, And so...
No, but continue.
I explained to her what the concept of a gap year is.
That's a 30-minute conversation because you have to explain what school is, but continuing.
Yep. It's the equivalent of, there's only so much that lecturing can teach us. And there's only so much that being sat down and scolded can teach us, Do you remember, when people yell at me, I barely remember what they've told me, And it's so funny that people think we're supposed to learn when they're yelling at us because we just shut them out, right? Because it's like, why are you yelling at me? This is making me upset. And so instead of that, what we propose we do is we take you with us to the material plane so you can get some wisdom and you can learn how to properly and safely conduct yourself as the archfey that you are without, the extremely high standards of other fays around you,
Oh, okay. I am understanding the concept. So just to
you would help us
Okay.
resolve because there's a little issue of some mortals in the castle being bewitched during the Fey wedding, and we want to make sure that it would also be like an official business of you resolving relations between the mortals and the Fays who have returned to the material plane.
Like like a union of people and of people.
Yeah.
Certainly.
A wedding of thousands.
If they want to get married, remember T.
Remembering tea. So, Wax, if Hathor is telling me truth, all the times that I yelled at you, that didn't influence your behavior at all?
No, it made me feel spiteful and want to do the opposite of ever you wanted me to do.
You guys are saying so many words, and she is like right there and hitting an emotional block, and she's like, that's fascinating. That's absolutely, that is what a way of saying it, Wax. What a way of saying it.
Nothing changes in a day, And so you need time and space to grow into your own person. With, of course, the utmost care from us, and I'm sure they can't see us now, but Qualnar, I'm sure, would have a great enjoyment to come along with us. But also, he can't hear or see us right now, so if you don't want him to come, he doesn't have to fucking come.
He would report back everything to my mother. Who?
So he's a snitch.
Yes, he is a spy master. That is, he's paid in belly rubs to do that. Yes.
Only belly rubs? He should unionize.
Cheshire cats are very strange. I am not opposed to this idea. I would love. I mean, everything the capital and the castle has to offer. But if I have to leave to prepare myself to rule, then I am obligated to leave the comforts of my home and join you all, the one that was banished, and the Nephilim, and the true vampire.
What better guides than a priestess of Aphrodite of love and communication? Frankly, I'm her favorite child. I will just outright say that. She knows it. The scent of like roses fills the air.
Yes.
Someone from my side, somebody from your world, but has hands-on experience in the mortal plane, so can help you learn from that. And then somebody who has unwavering honor and chivalry and nobility and all the qualities that are so important to being a good leader. What better teachers than us?
Spritz.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe at this grand wedding, you might find love.
Spritz gets up. She's a man.
Who knows?
A wedding inside of a wedding.
Yeah.
The legendary Fey double wedding.
A wedding squared.
A wedding quadruple?
A matryoshka of weddings.
It's
A
only
wedding
been
cascade.
discussed in fairy tales and songs. Pancake, get my dress! And Spritz jumps out of bed, and she immediately takes off her gown, and she jumps behind like a Japanese kimono, and you really see a silhouette as she begins putting on her clothing. Or like the Japanese fucking like whatever it's called, and you really see a silhouette, and she's putting on pants and putting on a shirt, and she goes, okay, and she sticks her head out from around like the separating slats and goes, okay, good luck with my mom, but I will pack a bag of only the essentials so that I can be ready to go at a moment's notice.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I want you to take this thought in carefully, because in the mortal plane, you will probably only be able, at most, to take Pancake with you. So think about the size. Oh, god damn, what the fuck? I'll just bring it closer. How about that?
I could take Burke. We could take Burke. I could also take the man who was trained. I mean, he did win the position in a rap battle, so I actually haven't seen him fight that much. But
let's look at his past record. Ooh.
I'll pack the bag. I won't tell Pancakes. Pancake will snitch. Snitches all over the place here. I'll pack the bag, and I'll be ready to go to moment's notice, and I will. And if the trial happens, because it sounds like you might be trying to negotiate or sly your way out of the trial. Honestly, my mother, was probably gonna do the same thing, honestly. And so you're flipping it on her, like you're trying to, like she was gonna try to make a pact with you, and you're switching it and making a pact on her.
Oh, yeah.
You guys should stay here forever. You would do amazing.
No, thank you.
But your rooms were tailor-made for you.
Oh,
No, thank
my
you.
room is incredibly insulting to me.
Yeah, kind
There's
of.
More to me than being an angel and a devil. You do realize that. I show her a picture of my mother, and I'm like, this is my mother. This is the kindest, most wonderful woman in the world, and she loves me unconditionally. Do you see her? She's also a succubus, but she's more than that. And then this is my father. And I do Cather steps on her soapbox just a little bit to talk about her parents. But we can talk about it all later. You have packing to do.
I have to pack some bags. Pack some bags. Best of luck talking with my mother, and I hope you are all going to be okay.
Oh, we will.
Thank you, Spritz. That was a very kind thing of you to say.
She looks at you, Wax, and she goes, and she immediately rushes to her. She rushes to her dresser. She pulls out a drawer, and she just throws. It's totally unorganized. Throws some clothes. She grabs a blazer with curved, swirling, very lollipop guild shoulder pads, and goes,
Nice.
I appreciate your compliment. And she throws the blazer at you.
Cool. Put her on.
You put it on. It's goofy. It has like giant swirls on it, like
When
huge.
it's like a little too tight, so you can't put your arms down all the way.
Oh yeah, because overall, like width-wise, you guys are pretty similar. You are so much taller than her. It's like
It's crop.
It's a crop jacket. Yeah.
The sleeves are like this.
And so with that, you guys are able to have that conversation. Spritz is getting hot to packing. She goes, Pancake, get in here! And Pancake comes in and helps her pack. And you guys, it seems that you guys want to go and speak with Sangaree.
Yeah.
Before she's able to do any bullshit with you, you want to basically flip the script, go to her, and talk about this deal with her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, I'll be a son of a bitch. Off leisurely goes in a fey castle, in a land of pacts and doublespeak and double crosses and secrets, taking initiative to save Sangaree's daughter from this bad relationship, and you are going to do so by convincing Sangaree to allow her one and only child to travel to the material plane in the midst of a chaotic coup with a true vampire, a priestess of Aphrodite, a noble knight, a priestess of Aphrodite, and the one that Sangaree banished. And we will see how that conversation goes next time, as we're going to end tonight's session. Yes?
Yay!
Sorry, Moss, you got one more thing. What's up?
We're gonna make it seem like it was her idea all along.
Enough said. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh.
I can't take any credit for it. Darby and Kate came up with it. It was such a good idea.
So you mean to say that I've made a situation in which you, as a DM to players, also, by the way, incredible job, guys. I love it. I love the healing. I love the teamwork, like still kind of being on the rocks a little bit. You guys chew the fucking scenery. Now, I gotta say one thing. You mean to tell me that that I've made such a scenario that you are going to come up with your own insane plan that is highly unlikely to be successful, that will circumvent most of the situations that I had planned for the rest of the Feywild? Is that what I'm hearing? Because if so, I'm so fucking proud of you guys. I'm so proud. I'm watching my players do D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
Going against the
Because
grain.
it was something that you said, Drew. I don't know if it was like to everybody, but you said something along the lines of like Sangaree loves spritz. Sangaree does not like spritz.
Yes, so there's a lot of lore behind Sangaree and Spritz's relationship that Darby and I worked on, and yeah, there's a lot of depth to it that we can't get into right now, but it's not positive. And you guys as players went, we want to have Spritz around for the next arc of the game.
I think you and I were talking. You said like, what if you guys took Spritz with you? And I was like, what if we took Spritz with us?
Yeah, that's the thing. Kate and I are around each other a lot. I just say shit because I'm like, when this is gonna be a funny bit for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna forget about it. Nope, apparently not.
Nope.
So yeah. Oh my god.
So good.
She wants a little frog.
Little frog.
Little frog named Hawk.
Isn't one of the Fae at Udus, aren't they a frog folk?
They are frog folk, yes.
Ah.
Found her a froggy.
My son. You've stolen my son, my only boy. I want this one. I'll fucking kill you.
Oh no.
Christ. Good God.
So good. Sorry, I'm sorry if like the praying took longer
No.
than expected.
It was great.
I reached out to an NPC we haven't talked to in months.
Yeah.
That was so good.
And so was yours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, okay, so...
Yeah.
How the fuck am I... Okay, got it. Damn. Might have to cancel the Oopsie Daisy trial on God.
The
You will
Oopsie
see.
Daisies has been cancelled.
I will create some situations. What's up?
I'm going to create an environment that is so toxic.
Now, I got a question for you. How in the good goddamn fuck are you gonna convince Sangari to let her only child go with a true vampire?
Well,
He doesn't even like her.
there's that.
But she
And she really doesn't want the trial to happen.
Yeah.
That's true. But does she want
Tracy's.
But does she
And here's the
to
thing:
cancel the
you
trial?
want your child to be perfect, and you want your child to behave in the way that you think is appropriate. And nothing you've done in the eons that both of you have been alive has worked, right?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Send her to summer camp.
Yeah.
Exactly. Send her to boarding school.
Send your kids to camp.
Send your kids to camp.
Yeah, and it's like that
Send her to the ranch.
that's
as
like
Dr. Phil would say.
that's like one of the sad realities of that I thought of when I was crafting the like history book, is that Spritz being basically politely fired from every single court in pretty rapid succession. It just kind of tracks in terms of like, because Spritz, no offense to her, just speaking honestly, she's not really good at anything. Like she doesn't have
I
one.
love
yeah.
her.
She's
I
not
love
really
her.
good at anything yet.
Yeah.
She's good at bed rotting.
Yeah.
Oh my god! If there was a competition, she'd win every time.
3 days. Give it up for Dave.
Three. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's nutty. I mean, honestly, fuck it. Let's make Spritz a barbarian. Let's see what happens.
Hell yeah.
A barbarian.
These guys, they don't like candy. Ah!
Well, because I actually don't have a combat card for Spritz. Like I don't, because I need Darby. I need your help with this. I need to figure out what she can, like, what her class is, and what because she's not just like a touch you and you die kind of character, but it's like,
No,
what
yeah.
can she do? We need to talk about that.
What if
so.
she's a
Yep.
warlock and her patron is her mom?
That's what. Yep, that's what it is. Yep, that's exactly perfect. Yeah. Oh God. Okay.
Well, guys, I figured it out.
And I fucking love that you guys were like, you guys had to have known, because like today and like yesterday, I was like, oh, all of these, oh, so many deals, it's gonna be so deep. It's like pull on the strings of the characters and get them exactly what they want with like a twist. And it's like no, we're going to her. We're going to her.
Yeah.
We want to give her what she wants with a twist.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
And we just need to make it seem like it was her idea all along.
Yeah. Oh my God. We gotta. I have thoughts, but thoughts for later. Guys, anyone that's watching, thank you for coming to the table. Gab, thank you for sticking around. We hope you're feeling okay.
Thank you, Gab.
You should be
Please
in
Love you,
bed.
Gab.
Gab, I hope you're not watching, because I hope you're in bed. I hope you're
Go
resting.
to bed, Gab.
If you, I hope that this message reaches. No, Gab.
Go to bed, Gab.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Give Herb a pet for us.
Yeah, give
Aw.
her a couple good strokes. But yes,
Strokes.
strokes.
Rocks.
Everyone.
A 1, a 2.
Yes. But Gab, rest up. Hopefully you're feeling better. We hope you're going to be able to attend. That's insane. That's called sleep. But I think that hopefully tomorrow you'll be able to join for Problem Fest. But if you cannot, and I expect you will not be able to, that is more than okay, and we will be missing you. But for anyone that's coming to the table, thank you so much. We always appreciate it. And get ready for next time, where we're flipping the script on Sangari. Get excited for that.
You're